It's Carter, man, and I'm laughing today because last evening my wife, my little Honduran wife, came home all upset, all upset. I said, "What's the matter, Prince?" She said, um, "Amor, is muy malo." I said, "What's malo? What's bad?" She said, "One of her coworkers. My wife works at a department store, a small department store. One of her coworkers came and told her that she had great news. Now this coworker works part time." Okay, not many hours. But she had great news because she just learned that she's getting $600 a month from the government now, welfare, for each of her 4 children. That's $2,400 out of your pocket. Your pocket. They're not, I don't think they're your children. There are women, CR PAC members. You'll know whether they're your women. The men, you probably have a pretty good idea who your own children. So they're not your children. But you're going to pay for them. $600 a month for 4 children. Plus, she said, I'm going to be getting a housing allowance now. About $1,000 to $1,200 a month. Again, out of your pocket. My wife pointed out that she works like a dog for $11 an hour. Yeah, it takes a long time to get up to almost $4,000 a month when you work $11 an hour, but not for this little welfare queen. Okay? Yeah, that's where we are in the United States. And let me tell you why this little welfare queen is getting these handouts at your expense, because the politicians have 3 goals in mind. One is the more welfare they hand out, the more they can control the supplicants. Tell them what to do. They don't tell them to stop committing crime. Oh, come on now, that would invade their rights, their privacy. But everything else, they tell them where to live in Section 8 housing, in neighborhoods, coming to a neighborhood near you, and the rest, okay? The second reason is the politicians are buying votes. You know that. They give them this money and they say, don't forget to vote Democrat. It's just that simple. And the third, and maybe this is the most pernicious of all, is the members of the U.S. Congress, almost to a one, are fabulously wealthy. Okay? I've told you before, it just galls me, and I think it does you. These people are supposed to be representing the average hardworking American, workaday American. The average net worth of a member of the U.S. Senate is $7 million. Half of the members of the House are millionaires. Okay? They have no idea how, and could care less how, the average workaday American lives. They just don't. Take a look at the top 10 members of the U.S. Senate. Each of them is worth over $100 million. Okay? They don't relate and they don't want, they don't resemble, they don't relate and they don't want to. Okay? That's the bottom line. Totally out of reach. They don't worry about paying grocery bills and rent and medical bills the way you do. In grocery bills, Buffy, can you imagine Mitt Romney? Buffy, I think he's 124 million or something. Buffy, make sure to tell the servants to pick up some filet mignon and Chateaubriand for this Saturday's soiree we're holding. The rest of us don't live like that. So here's the solution. The members of the U.S. Congress, all 537 of them, should be forced to live off the average income of the districts or states they represent, so they can learn how to live like the rest of us. And during their terms, no outside income, no honoraria, no returns on investments, all that held at bay. Okay? Live like the rest of us so they can learn how the rest of us live. It's a very simple game, and it's only fair. It's how it was when the country started out. Citizen legislators went to work, went there, came back home. These people never come home. Mitch Romney, 40 years in Congress. Or Mitch Romney. Mitch McConnell, Schumer, 40 years. Neither one has really held a real job in their entire lives. Check on it. They simply haven't. Like Joe Biden, 50 years, never held a real job. Okay, at least put them on real wages. Let's do that. Folks, it's the only way to get them to really represent real Americans. All right, that's it. Let's do this thing.